Imagine a king, robed in silk, crowned in gold, master of armies, brought low not by a sword or a scheming courtier, but by a toilet. History's annals are filled with tales of royal glory, but today we're flushing out the truth behind the most undignified demise of all. Monarchs who met their end, mid-business. From Viking betrayals to exploding emperors, these stories are tragic, absurd, and utterly human. Let's pull the chain on history's most awkward royal secrets. Historical context of bathroom deaths. To understand why kings died on toilets, we must first journey to the dawn of sanitation. Picture ancient palaces where royal thrones were literal, stone seats perched over cesspits, their stench masked by herbs. Privacy? A luxury? Safety? Rare. For rulers, the bathroom was a vulnerable moment, a time when even the mightiest couldn't hide behind guards or grandeur. And in an age when doctors believed bad smells caused disease, death in the privy was seen as divine mockery, a punchline written in sewage. Case studies of royal toilet tragedies. King Edmund Ironside, 1016. The Privy Assassination. England, 1016. King Edmund Ironside, a warrior so tough his enemies named him Ironside, was locked in a brutal war with Viking invader Nut the Great. After a truce, Edmund retreated to a humble cesspit toilet. But peace was a lie. As he sat, an assassin lunged from the shadows, stabbing him beneath the belt. The message was clear. Even a king's armor couldn't protect him in his most unguarded moment. Edmund's death handed England to the Vikings and proved that treachery, like bad plumbing, flows downhill. George II of Britain, 1760, the strain that killed a king. Fast forward to 1760. King George II, a man obsessed with order, began his day like clockwork. A hearty breakfast, a brisk walk, and a very regular bathroom visit. But on October 25th, fate intervened. As he strained, his aorta burst, painting the royal privy crimson. Doctors blamed his love of sausages and stress over losing colonies. George's death wasn't just a medical tragedy, it sparked a crisis. His grandson, George III, would later lose America, all because Grandpa couldn't lay off the pork. Emperor Elagabalus, 222 CE, decadence in the latrine. Not all toilet deaths were accidents. Take Emperor Elagabalus, Rome's most scandalous ruler. He married a Vestal virgin, declared himself a goddess, and threw parties where guests drowned in roses. But when his soldiers rebelled, they cornered him, in the latrine. Legend says they hacked him to pieces and flushed his remains into the sewers. Was it true? Ancient historians loved gossip, but one thing's clear. Elagabalus's reign ended as messily as it began, a cautionary tale about excess and poor bathroom security. Myths, legends, and the royal flush curse. Why were these deaths so often buried in myth? Because toilets embarrassed empires. Medieval scribes claimed King Edmund was slain in battle, not a privy. Others whispered of curses, divine punishment for tyrants. Even Shakespeare joked about it. Uneasy lies the head that wears a crown, especially on the chamber pot. And let's not forget the rumors. Was George II secretly poisoned? Did Elagabalus fake his death? History's toilet tales are a mix of fact, fear, and flatulence. The science of sudden death. But let's get clinical. Why do people die on the toilet? Modern doctors call it defecation syncope, a fancy term for straining too hard. When you push, your heart strains, blood pressure plummets, and boom, lights out. For kings like George II, rich diets and stress were ticking time bombs. And let's not forget poison, a favorite tool of schemers. The Borgias spiked wine with arsenic, but why not lace a rival's laxative? In the bathroom, even kings were just targets. The irony of immortality. These stories sting because they humble us. Kings built pyramids and waged wars to be remembered as gods, yet their ends were absurdly human. Elagabalus wanted to be worshipped. He became sewer sludge. George II dreamed of empire. He died half-dressed. It's a lesson. No matter your power, biology wins. As the poet John Donne wrote, death comes for the emperor as surely as the peasant, and sometimes it comes mid-flush. Closing reflection. So next time you sit on a toilet, remember, you're a part of a grand, grotesque tradition. Kings, emperors, and rock stars have all parked here, pondering life's fragility. These stories aren't just about embarrassment, they're about humility. A reminder that power fades, but humanity endures. And if there's a moral to this tale, it's this. Eat your fiber, lock the door, and never underestimate the humble toilet. After all, it's the one throne that truly rules us all.